I'm Mr. PSRB Shashank, working as an assistant professor in the Department of CSE in the college B.V. Raju Institute of Technology, Narsapur. I am going to deal with computational thinking and programming, and in this video, I am going to deal with a topic called as two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array is nothing but a set of rows and columns. In one-dimensional array, in the previous thing, we have seen that that is just in the form of a linear type, single dimension. In your two-dimensional array, that will be in a form of matrix. It's nothing but rows and columns. In the same way which we followed in one-dimensional array, we'll follow that same in your two-dimensional array, that is called as zero-based indexing. An array, if I am talking about an array in C programming, it will start the index with a 0. Now, this is the syntax of your two-dimensional array. Data type, first thing is data type, array name, row size and column size. This is the syntax. This is a sample example how to create an two-dimensional array. This is int is nothing but the data type, a is nothing but name of your array, 10 is nothing but row size, 15 is nothing but column size. 15 is nothing but column size. This represents that we have created an array of 10 rows and 15 columns. 10 rows and 15 columns. So, there are two methods to initialize two-dimensional array. This is the first method. First method is nothing but having row size as well as column size and giving the values directly. Giving the values directly. Giving the row size, giving the column size and giving the values directly. This is how you will create it. It's nothing but this is data type, this is name of your array, this is row size, this is column size and these are the elements. If my row size is 2 and column size is 3, then it's nothing but 2 into 3. You'll have 6 elements here. So, method 2, taking row size as well as column size and we are converting that into row by row. This is row 0, this is row 1, this is row 2. It's nothing but if I am taking a 3 by 3 matrix 0, 1, 2. If I am taking just a 2 by 2 matrix, this is the first one, this is the second one, like that. So, we can declare in this way, we can declare directly taking the values or we can declare in terms of rows. Here we have taken only 2 rows here, that means this is the first row, this is the second row. So, first row, this is the first element, second element, third element, like this. So, this can be represented like this, 1 is 6, second thing is 4, third thing is 2, 16, 18 and 20. This is how you will represent that particular two-dimensional array. These are two ways of representing, that previous one is that way, this is the second way. And a user defined input, till now we have taken only predefined input, all these inputs are predefined. Now, if I want to take a user defined type of input, how I can take a user defined type of input? User defined type of input, if I am saying user defined, that means it comes using something called as scanf statement, or when a user want to give an input, that will be a user defined input. See, if I am taking this as an example 6, 4, 2, 16, 18, 20, then my array size is what? 2 into 3, or I can say my matrix size is 2 into 3, 2 rows and 3 columns. As we have said that array will take 0 based indexing. 2 rows means the index number will start with 0 and index number will end at 1. 3 columns means this will start with 0, this will start with 1, this will start with 2. First one will start with 0, second one will start with 1, third one will start with 2. If I want to give the values, in user defined way, this is the thing there. Here we are taking two types of loops. M represents number of rows, N represents number of columns. N represents number of columns. M represents number of rows, N represents number of columns. So, first we are taking outer loop and we are taking inner loop and we are taking the value into your particular two-dimensional array. Now we will see an example how we will take it into a particular two-dimensional array. I will say row equal to 0, row is less than some value m, row plus plus, and again column equal to 0, column less than n, column plus plus. So what I will take here, scanf percentile d, as we are taking integer values I am taking it as percentile d ampersand a of one is row, second thing is column. I am just taking in this way. See, just giving like this here. I will give size of m as something called as 3, size of n as something called as 3. That means this matrix will be a 3 by 3 matrix. If I want to give a values into 3 by 3 matrix, index number will start with 0, 1, 2. This is again column number 0, column number 1, column number 2. If I want to give the value here, then it should be a of 0, 0. It should be a of 0, 1. This should be a of 0, 2. This should be, second one should be a of first row, 0th column. First row, first column. First row, second column. Second row, 0th column. This is 2, 1. This is 2, 2. This should be the representation. See, if I want to give the values like this, then row is starting with 0. Row value is starting with what? 0. See, row value is starting with 0. In the first iteration, row value equal to 0. So, I have given m value as 3. So, the condition 0 is less than 3, condition is satisfied. If the condition is satisfied, it will enter into the block. It is entering into outer for loop. Now, it is checking your inner for loop. In inner for loop, column equal to 0, column value will become 0. Now, new column value is 0 and 0 is less than, again n value is 3, 0 is less than 3. This condition is satisfied. If this condition is satisfied, then it will enter into the block. This condition is satisfied, it will enter into the block. Now, what is the value of row? Value of row is 0, column value is also 0. This will give the value to a of 0, 0. A user will enter the value for which one? A of 0, 0, this value. So, at this particular position value is entered. So, let me give it like this here. At this position I have given some value here, a of 0, 0, 10. In the next iteration, after completion of this control will directly go to column plus plus. Column plus plus, value of column is 0. Now, column plus plus, value of column will be 1 now, 0 plus plus, that is equal to 1, 0 plus 1, that is 1. So, in the next iteration this 0 is replaced with 1, 1 is less than 3, this will enter into the block, inner block. Again row value is same. So, column value is increased now, 0 is replaced with 1, 0 is replaced with 1 at this particular position. So, we are giving the value at this position now. What is the value I am giving? I am just giving the value 11. And in the next iteration, value of column is increased, 1 plus plus, that will become 2. So, 2 is less than 3, condition is satisfied again, this will enter into the block. So, this will value is 0, 2 now. So, I will give the value for which one? 0, 2. And in the next iteration, value of column plus plus, this will become 3. 3 is less than 3, condition fails. 3 is less than 3, condition fails. If the condition is failed, it will directly come out of this particular for loop, inner for loop. So, it will jump to which one? Outer for loop. Now outer for loop value, row value is 0 previously. What we are doing here, modification of row, so 0 plus plus, this will become 1, this value will become 1. After this, now the next thing is, now if I am taking like this, row value will become 0 and we have given the values for which one, at this position, at this position, at this position. And after that column value will become what? In the next iteration row value will become 1 and we are giving the values at this position 1 0 1 1 1 2, and in the next iteration row value will increase to 2, we are giving the values for 2 0 2 1 2 2. So in this way we will enter the values into a particular two-dimensional matrix. Now let us check it using a program. So I will take a two-dimensional matrix now. I will take int a of, so I will give the value this as something and this is also something, int a of 3 3. So for this, for something called as row equal to 0, row is less than 3, row plus plus, and in the next iteration, in the next inner loop, what we have to do, column equal to 0, column less than 3, column plus plus. So I am taking a scanf statement, scanf percentage d, comma ampersand a of, first thing is row, second thing is column. So we have taken variables such as row and column, so I need to initialize, first thing is I will initialize row, second thing is I will initialize column. So in place of m and n, I have just taken directly values of as 3 and 3. In place of m and n, I have taken the values as 3 and 3. So directly I have taken, so this is entering the values into which matrix. I will just give a hint, I will just give a statement here. Entering the values into which matrix I have given, I have just given that as A matrix. I will give this as again semicolon, just entering the values. So I will give this as, just try to enter the values. So I will give some values here, one is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. See I have given, you can see it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 values I have given, but you are not understanding where you are entering, which position you are entering. If you want to make sure that in which position you are entering, give a printf statement at this position, printf a of percentage d, see you have to write like this, a of first thing is row, second thing is column. So see in place of this particular row I need what, I need a value which is called as row, in place of this I need a value which is called as column. So here what I will do, I will just give it as percentage d, in this place I will just give it as percentage d. So in first percentage d, that will take the value for which one, row. So in the first iteration row value will be 0, it will take the value for a of 0, and column value in the first iteration it will be 0, it will give it as a of 0 0. In the next iteration it will give it as a of 0 1, in the next iteration it will give it as a of 0 2. Likewise, it will take for 1 0 1 1 1 2, as you can see it here. I will just give backslash in here so that it will go to the next line. You can see it here. A of 0 0, you can see it there. It is giving the value which is called as a of 0 0. It is giving the representation where we are entering it. So I will give some values 11, 12. See, you can see it here. 0 0 0 1 0 2, after that it is jumping to 1 0 1 1 1 2, after that it is jumping to 2 0 2 1 2 2. Likewise, you can enter the values into two-dimensional matrix. After entering the values into two-dimensional matrix, if you just want to print it, again if you want to print it, you need again two types of for loops. One is outer for loop which will iterate for rows, one is inner for loop which will iterate for columns. So I will just take outer for loop now. Again I want to print now. What I will give, row equal to 0, row less than 3, row plus plus. For again I will give it as column equal to 0, column less than 3, column plus plus. So I just want to print now. If I want to print, I need a statement which is called as printf statement. Printf percentage d. What I want to print? I want to print the value for which one? A of row as well as column. See, this row and column are optional. You can take it in your own way there. If you want to take your user defined your own type of variable, you can have your own type of variable. Row and column will take what? I am just giving the representation starting with row 0 and starting with column 0. If you want to change it, that's depending on your own interest. So, this is just printing the value of which one? A of row column. First iteration it will take row value as 0, column value as 0, row value as 0, column value as 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. It will take all the values like that. So, what I will just do? I am just printing the values of percent. I will just give a space here. For space I am giving \t there. So, look at this, how this happens. So, I will give some values here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90. I am just giving some values, but you can see it here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. But it is not printing in terms of your rows and columns. If you want to make sure that it is printing in terms of rows and columns, after every iteration of one row, you need to have a \n. So, this row equal to 0. After row equal to 0, you need to go to what? You need to go to the next one and you need to have a \n like this. See, after row 0, after at this position, row equal to 0, you need to go to next line. Row equal to 1 is completed, you need to go to next line like that. So, for that what I will do? For that I will just give like this. After completion of your first inner loop, before increasing the value of row, I will just give a statement which is called as \n. I will just give a statement which is called as \n. So, I will just give like this here. Printing A matrix. I've just given a statement here. So this is just giving some values 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So you can see it here 11, 12, 13. This is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. After this you have what? After this we have taken what? After that statement we have taken \n. You can see it in this particular tab. See, after this statement we have taken \n. So after this what we will do? 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. We have taken the values for 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. After this we have taken the values for 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. So likewise we have to take the values for everything, and if I want to print it, use \n after every row increasing. So row is 0. If you want to increase row value, make sure that you are printing that in the next line. Why? Because it should be in the representation of a matrix. So this is how taking the values of A matrix and printing the values of A matrix. If you want to use another matrix, you can use your same initialization, B of something, B of 3, 3 or 3, 4, that's depending on your interest, and printing that particular one, taking the values into that particular matrix, printing the values from that particular matrix. So if you want to take addition of matrices, then you have to do what? Taking of two matrices, printing of that addition of two matrices. If you want to have subtraction of one matrix from other matrix, then you can take two matrices, use subtraction module. We will see addition, multiplication as well as subtraction in the upcoming videos. So thank you for now. We'll end it now. Thank you. We'll see you in the upcoming videos.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.